Sleep problems do not suddenly appear out of nowhere at age 60, and they are not always caused by aging alone, because in many cases they are quietly shaped by everyday habits that seem harmless, but slowly interfere with the body's natural ability to rest, recover, and stay asleep through the night. Many older adults assume that poor sleep is simply something they must accept. Yet the truth is that certain routines can make sleep far more difficult than it needs to be. The body changes with age, yes, but those changes become even more noticeable when combined with behaviors that disrupt the brain, the nervous system, digestion, hormones, and the body's internal clock. A senior who sleeps lightly, wakes up tired, struggles to fall asleep, or finds themselves waking repeatedly in the middle of the night may not be dealing only with age. They may be dealing with patterns that quietly sabotage their sleep night after night. Recognizing those patterns matters because poor sleep in later life is linked to more than fatigue. It can affect memory, mood, blood pressure, heart health, balance, immunity, blood sugar, and even the risk of falls or confusion. That is why understanding the bad habits that make sleep worse for seniors is not just useful, but necessary. The first bad habit is drinking caffeine too late in the day. Many older adults enjoy coffee, tea, soda, or even chocolate in the afternoon or evening without realizing how long caffeine stays in the body. A person may think they can handle it because they still feel sleepy at bedtime, but caffeine can reduce sleep quality, delay deep sleep, and cause more nighttime awakenings even if sleep begins on time. The second bad habit is napping too long or too late. A short nap earlier in the day may be refreshing, but long naps in the late afternoon can steal the body's natural sleep drive and make it harder to fall asleep at night. This creates a frustrating cycle where poor night's sleep leads to more daytime napping, and more daytime napping leads to even worse night's sleep. The third bad habit is spending too much time in bed while awake. Some seniors go to bed very early hoping to get more rest, or they stay in bed after waking because they feel tired. But when their brain starts associating their bed with worrying, watching television, scrolling on a phone, or lying awake for long periods, the bed stops feeling like a strong signal for sleep. Over time, this weakens sleep habits and makes insomnia worse. The fourth bad habit is using bright screens before bed. Phones, tablets, and televisions may feel relaxing, but the light from these devices can tell the brain to stay alert, while the content itself can keep the mind emotionally active. News, social media, dramatic shows, or fast-moving videos can overstimulate thoughts at the very time the brain should be slowing down. The fifth bad habit is eating heavy meals late at night. Large dinners, spicy foods, greasy snacks, or sugary desserts before bed can increase indigestion, heartburn, bloating, and discomfort, especially in older adults whose digestion may already be more sensitive. It is hard to sleep deeply when the stomach is still working hard, or when acid reflux causes burning in the chest and throat. The sixth bad habit is drinking too many liquids close to bedtime. Hydration is important, especially for seniors, but taking in large amounts of water, tea, soup, or other beverages late in the evening often leads to repeated bathroom trips during the night, even when a person falls back asleep quickly. Broken sleep can reduce overall rest quality and lead to daytime grogginess. The seventh bad habit is ignoring pain or physical discomfort. Some older adults get used to joint pain, back pain, leg cramps, neuropathy, or stiffness and assume poor sleep is unavoidable. But untreated discomfort keeps the body in a state of tension. Pain can delay sleep, interrupt deeper sleep stages, and cause frequent waking when turning in bed. The eighth bad habit is living with too little daytime movement. Physical activity helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle, improves mood, reduces restlessness, supports circulation, and helps the body feel ready for night sleep. When seniors spend most of the day sitting indoors with very little walking, stretching, or light exercise, their bodies may not build enough healthy sleep pressure by bedtime. The ninth bad habit is lacking regular exposure to daylight. Natural light helps set the body's internal clock, yet many older adults spend most of the day inside, especially if they are retired, have limited mobility, or avoid going outdoors. Without enough morning or daytime light, the brain may receive weaker signals about when to feel awake and when to feel sleepy, leading to earlier evening drowsiness, nighttime waking, or very early morning awakening. The 10th bad habit is carrying stress, loneliness, or worry into the night without addressing it. Sleep is not only physical. It is deeply connected to emotional state. Seniors may lie down with concerns about health, finances, family, grief, medications, or the future, and once the lights are off, these thoughts become louder. A restless mind can keep the body alert, increase heart rate, and prevent true relaxation. These habits may seem simple, but together they create a powerful barrier to good sleep. For example, imagine a senior who drinks coffee at 4 in the afternoon, naps for 90 minutes after dinner, watches television in bed until late, eats snacks at night, and wakes several times to use the bathroom. None of those habits may seem extreme on their own, yet together they can turn sleep into a nightly struggle. This is why improving sleep in later life is rarely about finding one miracle solution. It is often about removing the small things that quietly interfere with rest. Another important issue is that poor sleep in seniors is often normalized when it should be examined. Many people say things like, "I'm older now, of course I don't sleep well," but that belief can prevent them from noticing fixable patterns. Aging can change sleep structure, but habits still matter enormously. A person in their 60s or 70s can often improve sleep by adjusting daily behavior, even when age-related changes are present. Regular wake times help train the body clock. A calmer evening routine helps the nervous system slow down. Limiting caffeine after lunch reduces stimulation. Keeping naps short and early protects nighttime sleep. Getting light exercise during the day improves circulation and lowers tension. Stepping outside in the morning strengthens the body's natural rhythm. Eating dinner earlier and lighter can reduce reflux and discomfort. Reducing fluids right before bed can decrease bathroom interruptions. Managing pain with proper medical guidance can reduce nighttime waking. Creating a dark, cool, quiet sleep environment can make it easier to stay asleep. None of these are dramatic tricks, but together they can produce meaningful change. Seniors should also pay attention to warning signs that suggest poor sleep may involve more than habits alone. Loud snoring, choking during sleep, severe leg discomfort, depression, extreme daytime sleepiness, frequent confusion, or dependence on sleep medication may point to deeper problems that deserve professional evaluation. Still, even when medical conditions exist, healthy sleep habits remain a vital foundation. A bedroom should support sleep, not compete with it. The mind should gradually unwind before bedtime, not stay stimulated until the last minute. The body should enter the night prepared for rest, not full of caffeine, heavy food, tension, and bright light. Small choices repeated every day shape the night more than many people realize. There is also a psychological side to poor sleep that becomes stronger over time. The more a person fears bedtime, the more difficult sleep can become. Seniors who have experienced many bad nights often begin worrying about sleep long before they lie down. They look at the clock, calculate how many hours are left, and feel anxious before sleep even begins. That anxiety itself can become another habit. It keeps the body alert and teaches the brain that nighttime is a time for frustration rather than recovery. Breaking this cycle may require patience, consistency, and gentler expectations. Better sleep usually returns step by step, not all at once. The goal is not to create a perfect night immediately, but to remove the behaviors that make sleep harder than it has to be. What makes these 10 bad habits so dangerous is not simply that they reduce comfort. It is that they chip away at health quietly. A senior who sleeps poorly may become less active, more forgetful, more irritable, less steady on their feet, and more likely to rely on unhealthy coping patterns such as extra caffeine, more napping, or staying in bed too long. Poor sleep can then feed into other problems, including weight gain, lower immunity, worsened blood sugar control, and reduced quality of life. Good sleep is not a luxury in older age. It is one of the foundations of healthy aging. The encouraging truth is that habits can change. A senior who begins turning off screens earlier, taking shorter naps, getting daylight in the morning, limiting caffeine, eating earlier, and creating a calmer bedtime routine may begin to notice real improvement. Progress may be gradual, but it is possible. Sleep does not have to become an endless battle simply because someone has reached 60 or beyond. In many cases, the first step is not adding another pill or searching for a quick fix. The first step is identifying the daily habits that are quietly stealing rest. Once those habits are recognized, sleep becomes less mysterious and more manageable. Seniors deserve nights that restore them, not nights spent tossing, waking, worrying, and dragging through the next day. By understanding these 10 bad habits and choosing healthier routines instead, older adults can support deeper sleep, stronger energy, clearer thinking, and a better quality of life overall. Growing older may change sleep, but harmful habits often make it far worse. And that means better sleep may begin not with age itself, but with a simple, powerful decision to stop doing the things that keep their body awake when it most needs to heal.